What up, our people? I am your boy Zeke, the 5-foot freak, and we have a very, very interesting show for you all this week. And before we get started, I'm gonna get into my Zeke Speaks, and I got a couple of things that I want to touch on. Before I do that, I'm just proud to say on our Google site we have over 1,100 viewers. On our YouTube, we have over 67,000 video views. And on our social media platform, we have over 5,000 followers on all our social media platforms. So we do have a couple of social media platforms, one being the Upper Room West on Facebook, the other being the Upper Room as well as Upper Room. We're also live tonight as well as on YouTube, the Upper Room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. We're also, you can find us on Instagram under the Upper Room, and you can also find us on Twitter at Upper Room 19. And with that being said, I'm gonna get into my Zeke Speaks, and I just want to touch on a couple of things. First off, I'd like to say happy birthday to my auntie, turned 60 years old. 68 years old this month. That's right? 68 years old this month. So happy birthday, Aunt Gloria. I love you. She's more than an auntie. She's like a mother to me. Always raised me. You can't do wrong by her, but she'll let you know when you're doing wrong, but you can't do wrong by her. Okay. My prayers go out to all the victims in the Kenosha killing. We all know that Rittenhouse got off. Me and my co-host on the Upper Room, being King Cleve and the Legend, we definitely gonna touch on that. But for all that you all know, we don't want anybody to lose their lives. But as you know, we knew he was going to get off, because if you really look at the video and what went down, it was all in self-defense. I know we don't want to accept that, but it is what it is. Also, in the Waukesha, Wisconsin case, in the Christmas parade, it was 6 people that lost their lives. Over 50 people was injured. I hope they throw the book at the young man. I'm not going to even mention his name to give him that credit and that fame. But for them people that lost their lives, it was from kids to the elderly. My prayers go out to them as well. And happy belated Thanksgiving to all our viewers and followers. I hope you had a very blessed Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoyed yourself with family and friends. Now, I want to get into. Oh, wait, you didn't say. Oh, my bad. I was here with you. And I have my beautiful co-host with me, Miss Meen, that Diva. Can't exclude her. This is her show. I'm going to be going off for her lead tonight. I can't wait till we get into the details. And I was also rude. How was your Thanksgiving? I was feeling unloved. I'm just saying, I had to let the audience know I was feeling just slightly unloved. But now I feel loved. And my holiday was great. It was quiet, thank God. And I was just really thankful and blessed. So we hung out, chilled. It's pretty good. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Pretty good. Oh, mine was fabulous. And my thing is, I used to didn't celebrate the holidays because of the loss of my mom, grandmother, my dad. Right. But my wife kind of like weaned me out of that to start doing it. So I think this is my 3rd year, getting around family, enjoying family and stuff like that. Oh, and I cannot forget, I want to send my prayers out to our relatives, the Tylers. We lost a cousin, Alan Gregory Tyler. I attended his funeral yesterday as well as being a pallbearer. So my prayers go out to them. He will never be forgotten. I learned a lot from him. I'm learning a lot and still learning a lot from his brother and his wife. So I just want to say my prayers go out to our family, to the Tyler family. So outside of that, and also I did a show on my National Scouting Service because I am a coach, a mentor, and a recruiter. And I had a bunch of young guys on the show. We was having audio issues. So we're going to get that corrected. I'm going to have them back on next month. So you'll be able to hear from them. They had some very interesting things that they had to say. I learned a lot from them as well as on the show and had fun. So we're going to recap that and have them back on as well. Now, what I wanted to get into before we take our break is these New Year's resolutions. Every year we have them. A lot of people don't follow them. The gyms make a lot of money from a lot of the new members because they say they're going to get into the gym. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm probably going to take a lot of flack from, but it is what it is. And what I wanted to get into are the Caucasian women becoming more finer than our African women. And the reason why I say that is, I say I'm gonna take a lot of flack from that.
Hold up, Screw.
Go ahead. Let me take a drink.
The Caucasian women finer than the black women. They going injecting their ass and their tits and everything else to look like we do. The lips, what are you talking about?
African American women doing the same thing.
We born naturally.
Going getting augmentations.
Listen.
Tummy tucks.
Well, you gonna marry your wife, then.
Sweet producer. No, we don't want no problems. We don't want no violence. I don't want any violence in the studio. Let me put this disclaimer.
I'm just saying
out there.
And the reason why I'm touching on that, because we all know when New Year's come, everybody gonna be going into the gym. They're gonna say they be working out. You normally don't see them in the gym.
That's just what we do.
But the thing is, if we took a survey, 9 times out of 10, when you go to a gym, you may see, and if I'm wrong, I want y'all to chime in and give it to me. You may see at the most 3 black women in the gym. Now, what we have seen in the gym, we done seen some African American beautiful black women. Like the African American women are beautiful. I ain't knocking that. They'll come in, they'll sit in the sauna to sweat, to make it look like they're working out, go pick up some weights and take pictures, then leave. And these are facts.
You ain't shit for that.
I'm just telling you, these are facts.
Linda, usually, okay, what you're not gonna do is hate on the sisters that go in the sauna to sweat. We still broke a sweat, okay?
Broke a sweat?
We did that, okay? You can't take that from us.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not culturally, how can I put it? Not normal, because we're becoming more about our health. We are.
Okay.
But everybody uses the easy route, and that's your Kim Kardashians and those people. Everybody goes and gets a little nip and tuck, a little sucky suck, you know.
A nippy tuck and sucky suck.
Everybody doing it. A little Botox to keep the wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? I haven't used it yet, but I am going. Yeah. It's the new wave of things.
You always come on with a new stand, and I'm gonna use that, a nippy tuck
and a sucky suck, liposuction, and the Brazilian this and that, all of that. And so it's great, because why would you go? And so we go that route to initially contour the body into the shape that we want, and then once we get it there, then we do a little light cardio or whatever to keep it intact. But everybody even men are using the easy route these days, and they may not want to admit it. How you doing, Mr. AB? They may not want to admit it, but they are using the easy route now, even men. So some burritos.
She's reading the comments. We have Miss Rena. She just posted, and our viewers can see it as well. I have some burritos, beautiful black women at my gym. I just look like, damn, she fine, and she's putting in work. Which I agree. I'm not saying that they're not putting in work, but what I'm saying is my beautiful black women are beautiful. But the Caucasians and
that's what they usually do.
The foreigners,
they on y'all ass. They got the thighs now, they got the ass, they not wearing the waist trainers when they come into the gym. They wearing wife beaters, they wearing slim shirts, they letting you see their figures and all of that. That's all I'm saying. And they going to get the butt injections, and they going to get the lipo in their stomach area, and they going to get their titties and hands, and their ass and hands, and everything in hands. And then when you get down the line, like 20, 30 years, maybe not even that long, 10, 15 years, that should be hard as a rock. It's not soft and squishy like fat. It's hard because they've injected all of this and that in their ass and their titties. Have you ever felt fake titties? No disrespect. You never felt fake titties? No, I haven't. They don't feel like titties. Just so you
a long time ago, I have wanted to touch them, but
you wanted to. They look pretty, right? It looks pretty. It's just like champagne. It tastes good. You know, it tastes good going down. When that shit hit your stomach, you messed up. Okay, champagne. They look beautiful to look at aesthetically. It looks great, but when you feel it and you touch it, it's hard as a rock. Hard. Okay. Well, I mean, I just wanted to throw that out there because New Year's coming around and we're gonna be seeing the video post is I'm in the gym and this and that, and I'm gonna say first, and I'm ready for the flag. You a damn lie. You going into that gym because we have witnessed it, we have saw it. Come into the gym, you go into the damn steam room, get your sweat on, come and take pictures, and then leave.
But we
like, what the hell? But I'm in there tired, bending over, tired as hell,
and all
working out.
You wait, so you ain't gonna hate on me and my sweat and my pump, and we done. And then I took a picture like, ooh, it's glistening all over my body and stuff. I was in here for about 40 minutes.
You something else. Well, hey, we're going to get into the show. We're going to take a quick break. For those who's tuning in, we have two special guests. I'm gonna post the link. If you want to come on the show, we can bring you on. And this is Miss Meena's topic. This is her show. I'm gonna be following her lead. I don't agree with some of the things that she may have to say, but we're all on here to agree and disagree because we do love one another. That's what podcasting about. Yeah. And we'll be back shortly. And you can also follow us on YouTube under the upper room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. You can also follow us on Instagram, which we'll be going live on there. We can't answer the comments, but we'll be live on Instagram under the upper room. And we're also live on all our social media platforms on Facebook under the upper room West, as well as the upper room. And with that being said, we're going to get into a little music. We're coming in with Mr. Chris Landry with Message to My Ex.
Message to my ex.
Well, we are back. That was Chris Landry with Message to My Ex. And I know a lot of y'all probably have some messages that you want to send to your ex. And they probably ain't going to be no good messages. Some of them probably be good, but whatever it is, it's your ex. Let them move on. You move on. Enjoy your life and enjoy the things that you're doing with your new significant other. But we are back, and I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my beautiful co-host,
Miss Diva.
And before we get into the topic of the show, hey, this is being brought to you by Miss Meen that Diva. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and do her thing, introduce the show, and then we'll get into the topic. And I'm ready for it.
You ready?
So I hope y'all ready for it, fellas. I know a lot of females are tuning in. To all of those that's following us on Instagram. We can't really see your messages or what you're trying to say, so we're asking you to please come on through Facebook or through YouTube, and we can see your messages once you post them, and we can get to your messages
and interact
with you through that. But if you choose to stay on Instagram, that's fine. We're also on Stationhead. Download the app and follow Zeke the 5-foot freak. That's myself and Miss Meena podcast radio show. We can also bring you on as a guest through Stationhead, where you can talk, because some people like to be anonymous. So the only thing they will hear is your voice. But with that being said, Miss Meena, go ahead.
Are your friends and family obligated to tell you if and when they see your spouse or your significant other cheating? Now, I'm going to just give you the Miss Meena take. You suckers can go from there and think how you feel and feel how you think, okay? I don't care. You know I don't care if you judge me, because I'm going to speak my truth. Because I love you all, and I don't care if I'm judged, right? Right? And sometimes I say things that other people wish they could say, but they too embarrassed to say it, so funny, right? That's how we know it. So,
oh shoot!
I feel, and this is just what I believe, okay? To Miss Meena that Diva take. If I know my friend has been in this relationship a long time, and this has been consistent behavior that my friend or my family member has been through and endured with their significant other for years, okay? I'm not talking about yesterday just starting a relationship and they just got together. I'm talking about, let's say, for instance, this person has been with this person for 10 years. This person has consistently caught them cheating. This person probably has endured a baby or whatever. I am not going to be the bearer of bad news to my people. Why? Because I already know that they're not going anywhere.
Oh.
So what is the point of me being the bearer of bad news and bringing that misery into my cousin's, friend, whoever's household when I know they're not going to leave? So then now my friend or whoever has to go through that miserable time of crying and calling me and saying, oh my God, and this and that. And we know at the end of the day, you're not leaving. So I'm not doing that to them. I'm not going to bring that misery into their household. I'm going to see, I'm going to look, nod, and keep it pushing. That's not my business.
What are you going to do?
See, look, nod. What's up?
SLN.
Uh-huh.
See, look, and nod.
Uh-huh. And keep it pushing. I'm minding my business. You know why? Because as a whole, when we get together in our family functions or our friends and givings and things of that nature, we're happy. We're smiling. She's smiling. He's smiling. Whatever.
Now, I want you to ask me that question if I'm going to tell.
Okay. You tell me.
Yes to the no.
Yes to the no?
Mm-hmm.
What that mean?
The yes is, I may say something, but I'm going to say it indirectly. Meaning, let's say I seen Miss Meena that Diva out with the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I know.
Let's say John. Because
with John. John get a bad rap. If you talking about John, the milkman, John, the rapist, John, the criminal.
But I don't want to be.
Because that's what they use. They say John.
Okay.
John.
Let's say Joe.
I may see Miss Meena, that Diva, out with Joe. And I know Joe is not Miss Mina's, that Diva's man.
Okay.
So if I'm friends or relative with her significant other, I may say, man, I seen Miss Mina out. Maybe she was with a coworker or her cousin from out of town, but I seen him at the mall. Now, if he go back home and say, hey, man, Zeke say saw you at the mall with your cousin, he ain't know him, or with your coworker, did y'all have a good lunch? So now Miss Mina and that Diva don't know if I really told. So now you got to figure out a way how you going to answer that.
I mean, but she's seen.
So what? You got to address that. And
so you basically kind of like throw the rock and hide the hand. Because if I'm going to tell you, be like, so you know I see you, right?
No, because you saw me look at you.
Yeah.
But I probably wave at you and everything.
Yeah. But I ain't
so now in your mind, you like, I wonder if he going to say something to Joe. But then when Joe come home and he just throw that, hey, Zeke say he saw you with your cousin, or he ain't know if it was your cousin or your coworker in the mall, you don't know what the conversation I had with him. Because I ain't really hide my hand. I threw the rock.
You threw the rock. Boy, that's cold. Now, if I'm gonna tell, I'm not hiding my hand. I don't care. If I'm gonna tell, you know I'm gonna tell. You can be like, now you know. In front of whoever you with, whatever. If I was gonna tell, I don't care how you feel, because you obviously don't care because you out here in these streets. Now, see, you got some respectful cheaters who do they stuff. Yeah,
it's respectful cheaters.
It's levels to the shit. Right? You got some respectful cheaters out here, right, y'all? Can y'all agree that do they stuff on the low to the point where they do take precaution to the best of their ability, right? To make sure that no one sees them. They're not out at the club or trying to be in a public place like that with their little boo thing or whatever. They try to do it on the low. And they may go into the store to grab some condoms and somebody see them. That's a different type of, you know what I'm
saying? I used to say that courting. You're courting. Instead of cheating, you just courting.
You screwing. So I don't know about the court.
Hey, but listen, we have 3 guests that we're going to bring on. We have 1 through Stationhead, Miss Zapata. We have 2 through Facebook.
Yeah, let's get
Miss Missy Valentine and Miss Tim Ballou. So I don't want y'all to get off, but I don't mean get off like that, like get off, but
right. Some might be getting off. We'll get to that later. But here's the question. The first question, because I got questions tonight, right?
I got some too. Oh, but you didn't let me give my no. I gave a yes to the no.
Okay, so you gotta hurry up because they got something to say.
But my no is I wouldn't say anything because 9 times out of 10 you didn't heard the conversation or you went through the conversation with their man or their female cheating. So I'm not gonna say anything. You're gonna be with them anyway, no matter what I say, where I saw them at. Then the second thing is why I'm gonna say something to you and you say something, address it to them, and then you back together. But when I come around, I'm feeling uncomfortable because your boo thing don't want to holler at me, don't want to speak to me. But you back with the sorry MF that you was calling them and no good MF and sorry AM, all that.
Right.
But this is what we're about to do. We're going to bring both our guests on through Facebook. We're going to also bring our guests on through Stationhead, and we want to hear what their take is going to be. So with that being said, we're going to bring on Miss Missy first, unmuting her, and we're going to also bring on Mr. Tim. How you doing, Miss Valentine?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna mute Mr. Tim. We got Miss Missy on, but before we get started, Miss Missy, we'd like for you to give us a little insight of who you are, where you from, and the time in your time zone, which I think is very interesting for you to come on our show. So we really appreciate that.
Okay, I'm Mitzi, and I'm from Manila, Philippines, and it's actually 9:25 a.m. here. So
we got some international players on here today. What's up, Miss Mitzi? Good to see you.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming on. So the question is, you see your family member or your homegirl, homeboy, whoever, you see their significant other out and about cheating in public or what have you. They've been with them for a while. This has been consistent behavior. Are you telling?
Yes, I am.
Every time?
Man, that's cold. That is,
wow.
The reason why is for me, first I'll think about if it happened to me, what would I want my family members or my friends would do? I would want them to tell me, let me know, because I don't want my friend or my family member to look stupid in front of everybody else. So at least they'll have a choice of leaving or staying. And if they get mad at me, and they stick together and then they get mad at me, then they're not my friend, or I did the right thing for me, and that's
pretty much.
So now, like how a kid be in school, I got my hands. I got a question.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever been cheated on before?
No.
What? You have never been cheated on before?
Oh yes, once in high school, yes.
Okay. Now, with the person that cheated on you, did your friends tell you that that person was cheating on you?
Yes.
Did you stay with them?
Yes.
so why should I tell you if they cheating?
Well, at least I knew. Well, what I did was I left, and then after a few months we went back together. But at least I knew, and I was able to address the issue. Mm-hmm. And I did not get upset with my friends. I was thankful that they told me. So at least I didn't look stupid, and I was able to talk to the guy. And
right. But hey, I understand. But my thing is, especially like say like me and you was friends, and I know that Joe, that's the name we're using tonight, cheated on you, and I told you about it. 9 times out of 10, he's done it before. Like, it ain't the first time.
But it's the first time you caught it or you saw it or something.
Man, y'all women are so cold. You know if somebody cheating. Right. It's just if you want to address it or not.
So what you saying, if we know about it, then nobody should get in our business and tell us anymore.
No, because I ain't going to say if you know about it, but 9 times out of 10, if me and you are good friends, you didn't tell me about a situation that Joe cheated.
Right.
But now if I see Joe out and you got back with him, why should I tell you like, damn, she know he cheats?
That's my point. Why would you? I love my friends so much. I love you, Mitzi. We've been best friends for 10 years, right? For 30 years, right? And you've been with this guy for 10 years. And Joe cheated on you 1,000 times. I've listened to your cries. You've cried on my shoulder. I see the misery that it brings you, but I know that you love him to a fault to where you don't want to leave, right? I don't want to see you broken. I love you that much as a friend. I don't want to see you hurt. One person says, I stay out of people's business, right? And so I don't want to bring that to you. Am I wrong? And then will you look at me as less of a friend because
if they found out and you knew about it?
Right. That's the next question. Wait, hold that thought. Let's ask Tim, what do you think?
Okay, now we're going to bring in Mr. Tim. We unmuting him now. Mr. Tim, you have the floor, man. Hey,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, first,
I'm glad I have a male on this show because normally I'll be by myself.
Well, first, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it. I ain't in that. I'm not in that. Look, I think for the most part, I don't think I say something. I think I just, even if I witnessed it, because you never know how people gonna react, how they gonna respond, and what they might do. So you just gotta.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I feel like you gotta play that one by ear. If it's a close friend that you've known for a long time, I can see, saying something indirectly. I can see myself doing that, saying something indirectly, like you gotta watch her. But otherwise, it ain't none of my business.
Right.
Now let me ask you this, Mr. Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Turn your
I know you probably have 2 devices. We can hear the echo.
You gotta turn your device all the way down.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Are you on Stationhead and on Facebook?
No, just Facebook.
Okay, now this is my question to you. Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
Have any of your close personal friends or family members told you that the person that you was with cheated on you?
No.
Is cheating
No.
on you?
I picked up the signs. I kind of, noticed certain things. And it once in high school for me. The second time was, later on. But both times I picked up on the signs.
Did you stay?
No.
So when you
Oh,
say
man, you
both
strong
times,
man.
it's two different.
They
It's
say
two
high
different
school
people.
and adulthood.
Okay. But typically, a strong man, speaking of men, typically men don't stay. That's not typically a man thing. Like,
Yeah,
you
the
guys,
woman will stay and the man will leave.
yeah, and so here's the crazy part about that I'm confused on. Why can't men? What is that?
Ego.
It's ego.
It's ego.
You don't think the woman has the same ego?
But I think women, y'all are emotional creatures, and y'all really don't give a fuck about what people really think.
Lies.
Because the thing is, you all will fight the show like, yeah, you may have had him, but he's with me though. He ain't going nowhere. Well, with a man, we got to tell people about our sex life, how we doing it, how we hitting it, how she look, and all of that. So if somebody, we don't want nobody else to have that. So if they do get what we've been talked about, we don't want it anymore. That's just my opinion.
Tim, what you think?
Okay, so I'll say it like this. I think women cheat emotionally, and I think men cheat physically.
Good point. Okay.
You know what? Mr. Tim ain't gonna get himself in no trouble.
So do you think that, I'm glad you touched on that because this was going to be my next question. Considering men and the reasons that men cheat. You said that men 9 times out of 10 are just cheating for the physical.
Right.
Right? If that be the case, then why, if a man has a woman who does all the things they like, correct? Swinging from the chandelier and lingerie and, lick 'em lollies in the car when y'all driving to the whatever. I mean, she's your everything, freaking the sheets, lady in the street. She's everything. Why do you cheat then? If you're physically satisfied and you can say that she puts forth the effort to satisfy you physically, then what would be the motivation for cheating physically?
Because men are curious. Men are curious. They're curious. And a lot of times it's like back to the ego thing. They want to see what they can get. It doesn't matter if all the boxes are checked. They want to see if they can, get that extra little piece. See what they can do.
So I'm going to ask a question for Mitzi and.
Hold on. Let's bring our other.
Oh, okay. We got one.
We have another listener on. So, Mr. Tim, I'm gonna mute you. We're gonna bring our other listener on that's following us on Stationhead, so we can ask her the same question, and then we can pose that question to all three.
Okay.
So, with that being said,
put Tim on mute. I got you, Tim. I'm helping produce this thing. Y'all see me in the studio.
Mr. Pater, we're trying to get you off of mute. If you want to turn your mic on so we can ask you the same question as well. And we have her online. Hello, Mr. Pater.
Hey, Otis, how you doing? Hi, Meen, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Before we ask you the question, go ahead and give us a little insight of yourself, your name, where you from,
and a little shout out.
And a little shout out.
My name is Monica Pater from Galveston.
Okay. G-Town in the house.
So, I'm from Galveston, so we all from the same, area.
Okay, then.
So, come in with that question.
So the question is, you have a friend, family member, been with their significant other for a minute, been cheated on 1,000,001 times, not going anywhere. You bringing that hurt to your friend or your family member because you loyal, or you staying in your lane? What you doing, boo?
I'm staying in my lane. That's not my business.
That's my people.
That's my problems.
You said that's not your problem?
Their problems will not become my problem. know what I'm saying? That's their business. If she knows what's been going on, that's between them and her. She want to sit there and stay and be in that, that's on her. Or vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's up to them. If they like it, I love it.
Okay, now I have a question. I know we all have friends, and I know you probably didn't have some girlfriends or some dude friends that was getting cheated on. Are you sitting up here saying that you never said anything to any of them?
No, it's not my business. That's messy. Misery loves company. They know what each other's doing. Come on, it's red flags probably all around the house.
See, that's what I said. Like, why say something? Because
patterns and consistency. Yes, if they ain't going nowhere, why put yourself in it? Exactly. Now, you say, what you call it? I agree with Tim when he said something about being cheat. Where you said we're emotional cheat or whatever reason, and Tim say we cheat. They cheat because of physical.
Right.
But they can be, that's true also, you know what I'm saying? They get comfortable with that, with the spouse, and like you said, they want to try something new, something different, but you got to be careful with that too, because they knew that different, they get you caught up. Now, can you handle it for one time? I don't know what you're going to do with that one too.
That's a good one. Can you handle it for one time?
Yeah, can you handle it?
Yeah, because that temptation that you're about to go do, because the flesh, full of the flesh, you know, committing adultery. You think you ain't did it yet, but you're thinking about it.
Right.
Hello.
Right. I mean, so what you got to, you know what? Because that one time could be that good, so but you can't stop doing.
Now you hooked, and I'm gonna go back another time. It's the last time.
He said, now you hooked.
Yeah. The last time turned into 2 more last times, and now you got a whole
It's not no external experience, so nobody's doing it. It's us as if.
But Ms. Zapata, you said don't listen to your body, listen to your mind. What you say? Don't listen to your mind.
Yeah, don't let your flesh rule you. Listen to your mind and go by what your mind is telling you.
But the thing is,
no, why would you listen to your mind? Because your mind is gonna tell you what you want to hear. You feel me? Your mind is gonna tell you. Go ahead. He might tell his mind might tell him already tried it one time.
So you saying allow your flesh to lead you?
But yeah, because I want to say sometimes when you feeling warm down there and tingly, you be like, I need to go get this.
I'll get one off. Right.
You know, as they do him, was his mind messing with him or was his body feeling the pain and stuff? Your body is your temple. His mind, he can't go by with your mind. Your mind is gonna make you do some crazy ass shit.
I don't
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? Your mind, if you don't have it aligned up, your mind is gonna make you do something too. You
I don't agree.
You have to control yourself. If you love your spouse, you're gonna control yourself no matter what.
Right, and that self-control.
If they want to go out and cheat, but again, I'm not gonna tell nothing. I'm not saying nothing because she know it, he know it, they know what they're doing. But then again, you don't know what's going on in their household. You don't even know if they have an open agreement. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if they're on the verge of getting a divorce. You don't know if they're swingers. You don't know everything that's going on because they're not going to tell you everything. So what they're doing, their spouse probably already know about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's an agreement. So you really don't know. You can't go by, you know, oh, I see such and such. Yeah, you best sit down somewhere. That's probably why you ain't got nothing going.
Well, Ms. Mark, look,
hold on
Ms.
one
Mark,
second, Ms.
We want you to stay on. Don't go nowhere. We're going to put you on mute. But I just want to say this. We have Pastor Mike, 922. He said emotional attachment.
That is true. We're going to put you on mute 1 second. Going back to what Tim mentioned when he said that women emotionally, right? We are emotional. You got to put your car on.
Okay.
Tell me echoing or something.
I got Mr. Tim.
Okay. So going back to what Tim said about emotional cheating and physical cheating. Now, in this generation, I believe women are just cheating for the physical too. We'll get into that. Okay. Because, well, let's get into it now. Some women are in relationships and they're not physically satisfied. Okay. And in that, we're not able to communicate, or they're not able to communicate to their significant other that they're not physically satisfied, because you want to always make your man feel like the king, right?
Right.
And if at any point you tell your man he's falling short, that's going to embed insecurities into his mind.
Because now you're messing with my psyche, and now you're messing with me emotions.
Absolutely. And so that's something we try to avoid doing. But we try to give hints here and there and say, hey, can we try this? Or we try to give a point. Me, I'm sorry, but I'm verbal. No, you ain't gonna hit it like that. You're gonna hit it like this, and that's where I'm gonna go, because that's how we get off, and I'm gonna have an orgasm. I communicate. A lot of people don't have that communication or freedom to communicate because they're afraid of offending their significant other and bringing those insecurities into their mind. So instead of me telling my man he's falling short, I'm gonna go out here and get me a can-do guy.
That's another new one. Can do.
He can't do it. Okay, he can do it good.
Can do.
And go and get my rocks off and keep my household happy.
So
and I think that's what men do.
So, in other words, some women they are cheat for satisfaction, but they're not cheating for the companionship with the person that they're cheating.
Yeah, women have to jump off. Just a secret. This is a secret, guys, and I'm letting you in on a little something. Women have jump off just like men have jump off. But
y'all just so clean with it.
Cold. That's why if we really wanted to be dogs, and we try our best.
We
the best at it. Do you understand me? We could be running circles around y'all for years, and it never gets out because we know how to do it that well.
But
we don't understand how y'all do so.
But the reason why it gets out, because it be the guy get emotionally attacked. Like, damn.
Now it get out because y'all just cheat stupidly. Y'all don't know how to cheat.
But the thing, to go back to when you say, I'm gonna tell you this is the way I want it. Mm-hmm. The average man, if you tell him that, it'll mess with him. Cause it's like,
but why, when you have your woman and she's telling you what to do to satisfy her, I need you to do this. This is what satisfies me. You men have to get comfortable with her communicating what okay, for instance, and I'm going to get a little graphic, okay? It's going to get a little raunchy for 2 seconds. I'm going to take it back. When men are receiving oral, and she ain't spitting on it right, it ain't sloppy enough, it's dry, it's hurting, she's scraping you with her teeth, and all of this, y'all are explaining, no, baby, wet that thing up some more. And grab it, grip it, twist it, turn it. Y'all give direction, correct?
Right.
And us women take the good direction and we get better at it, right?
Don't complain, don't be mad, nothing.
It's a pat on the back, because now we in this thing and you moving and eyeing because I done took the direction well, correct? Missy, can I get an amen? You with me? So we took the direction and we critiqued what you taught us, and now we pleasure you in a way that you are receptive of and we're great to you. But we had to do it in a way that you liked it, because you may not like it hard. You may like it soft and tender. Joe Blow may have liked it hard and rough and whatever. So we took that direction and we worked with what you said you like to get you to that level. And that's what you guys have to receive from us as well. No, we don't like this all the time. Sometimes we like you to stir pot. We like you to scrape the side. We trying to get a direction so we can get there.
Mr. Tim, let's say, what's your take on that?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I do think men are more they're more selfish. They want to be pleased. They don't really want to, listen to their partner. So I do agree with you on that. However, I do think that there are men out there who will, and if that woman wants to go find her one that will, she will. She'll find that person. But yeah, I agree with that one. I gotta say,
Well,
I
we're gonna
agree.
put you on. I want to get Miss Missy point out how she feels about that, and then we'll go back to Miss Zepeda. So hold on with us, Mr. Tim. Don't go nowhere. Miss Missy, you on the mic?
I'm muted.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
What you think, Miss Missy?
I think you're right. Like, men are selfish in that way. You are. And
That's my people. That's my people. You know.
let's say if you ask, like, you're in the bedroom, and then a man asks, you like that? And then what are we gonna say? No, not no. What are you gonna
But
do?
you want to say no.
Hold on. Now, have you all ever, talking to Miss Missy and you, if a guy asks, do you like that? Do you lie and say yeah?
Hell yeah, we lie to y'all.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We fake it. Wow. And we fake it. Don't we fake it, Missy? Tell the
Yes.
truth.
Oh man, I'm mad now.
Like,
I'm about to stop the show. That's messed up.
if we don't lie to you, okay, you in the middle of hitting that thing, you got beads sweating. You know you
I didn't do it.
right? You in the middle of it. And you hit that thing and you know you putting in work. And you say, who this for? You like that? And she say, no. You really doing a bad job.
Hey, that dude may commit suicide. He may commit suicide.
We know we have to
Boy, let's
feed
go.
your ego as well. We know
Yeah.
that. We know we have to feed your brain. We have to feed your mental.
That's wrong, but you lying. Why lie?
Because we can't tell you the truth. You can't handle the truth. Missy, if you told them
Hey, y'all are wrong. Y'all wrong.
no, we're not only two.
There's a lot of them.
It's a lot of Missy,
Y'all wrong with that.
because
Y'all wrong with that.
y'all shallow. Y'all won't let us live. We trying to
Mr. Tim, are you hearing this shit?
tell.
I'm messed up, man.
Listen.
So now you gonna have every man thinking that you really put it down. You gonna be second guessing.
Have you ever, okay, this is a real question. Have you ever been in the middle, smack dab in the middle of sex? These for the guys, right, Missy? You know we fake it.
Yeah.
Smack dab in the middle of it, and she ooh, right? And it's just slipped out. You know it slipped out. He know it slipped out, and she still ooh. That ain't never happened. That's how you know it ain't real. I forgot. Okay, I'm ready again. Okay, sit in now.
Women that shit.
We ain't shit. We gotta be ain't shit.
Oh,
Ain't
man.
shit. We can't keep it real.
Boy, that's cold.
Okay, so
That is cold.
Missy, if we could be honest with them, do you think that we would be more? How about this? Would you be more honest if you could?
Yes, I would. I want to be, but it's the ego.
See, I said it is the man
It's
ego,
your fault.
but y'all ain't right.
I mean, we damned if we do it. We damned. What you want? What do y'all want from us? Do you want us to lie to you, or do you want us to tell the truth? Which would you prefer? Because we want to communicate, but we know damn well when we tell y'all now, baby, now when you do the 1, 2 swerve, 1, 2 swerve, that ain't it. That ain't hitting on nothing. We don't like it.
Pastor Mike said, not true. All men are not shallow. It's a give and take thing. Just be open. But
So the minute we're open,
Mike,
Pastor.
I don't think, in my opinion, and I'm not speaking for all men, we want to be open, but I gotta agree with them too now. You don't want the truth.
You can't handle it. Pastor Mike, you found God in the best way. So, you know what I'm saying? You can handle the truth and you want to work through it. Your wife probably happy and satisfied. We over here in the done. Listen, we going through it and we want to talk about it, but we scared. We don't want to talk about it that much because we're scared about.
Mr. Fader, we unmute you. We want you to come back on so you can give your take on it. And I'm pretty sure you about to agree with these women. And I ain't gonna like you neither.
Mr. Brady, you faking it or you telling the truth? What you doing?
Well, y'all.
Where she at?
Oh no, I tried to break on.
Oh, you getting on mute?
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Well, we'll wait. Oh, here she
There
goes.
she go. Mr. Peggy, you tell us.
Okay, I don't agree with you, Meen.
Oh, I got somebody on. We got a female on the men's side.
She lied, Missy. She lied.
Look at Mr. Tim.
I don't agree with you. Because, okay, you say fake it. Why? Why you gonna fake it? That's your husband. You should be able to talk to him about anything.
So but what if it ain't your husband? What if it's a boyfriend? What if it's what you call your side dude?
If it's just somebody else, and it's really ain't nothing, it's just a hit and a quit and a one night stand, whatever you want to talk about. Hell yeah, be honest, look, boy, you say you ain't doing something right. Like, man, I just got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. That means I'm not gonna go with you no more. If it's my husband, I should be able to communicate and say, hey, look, I don't like that. Maybe you should try it this way or that way. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what you like.
So have you ever been in that situation, Mr. Pater? Have you?
Yeah, and I will literally get up and get dressed and be like,
Oh God, dang it, man! Y'all cold, boy.
Click these right here.
Y'all cold.
reverse it. Would you want them lying to you?
Well, I would want you telling me I'm putting it down so I can say.
Especially if it's somebody you really, really like, and you really, really thinking it's going somewhere, and you really thinking you doing your job, and you want them, and they thinking in the back of their mind, man, I wish you get up, man, I wish you stop. I mean, would you want them to be honest with you? I would. I want to know what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it to make sure you ain't going nowhere.
That's us as a woman, Monica. That's us as women. We want to hear how can we do it better because we want to be that it girl for our men. We're talking about men with egos. So you mean to tell me this your dude? Y'all been together 7 months, 8 months. He ain't hitting it right. You tell him, dude, you don't hit it right.
We got to deal with that for 7 months. He ain't hitting it right. We have one of our reviewers.
Because after the first 2 or 3 times, I was thinking he got the fact. We broke it down. Look, let me tell you, let me explain something to you.
And how that worked out for you?
Hold on, before you answer that.
That's not, all about it, but it's a part of it.
Well, we have one hour.
I'm gonna need you to come on and let me show you how I want it.
Okay.
I know what you used to, but this is how I want it.
Okay, we're gonna hold on.
If you're willing to work with it, then let's work with it.
Well, Ms. Mo, we're gonna put you on mute because we're gonna go to a question that we have posted on our screen. One of our viewers said, we lie and talk about it later.
And we do.
But to go back on
To the friend.
what Ms. Zapata said,
Girls.
what Ms. Zapata said,
He ain't working with shit, girl.
I have been told that I came back to see if you can do that again. Maybe it was the alcohol. I want you sober. Like a man can put it down, but y'all may come back to say, let me see if you can do that again.
Yeah, if it was a fluke.
You know influence.
When you get liquid courage.
Liquid.
Yeah. And y'all got that go-go juice.
Go.
That's what we call it. Can to make you sin, that kind of stuff. when you got it in you, when y'all quit, that's when y'all get just trashy, nasty, trifling, and we love it, right?
But then the second time may not do that.
And
like,
then when he's sober,
what happened to him?
Where that dude at? Where he went? This ain't who I ordered. I want that other dude. The one when you came and you was like, yeah, and you was pulling it out. I want that dude. Now, this is Pastor Mike.
Oh, you wrong.
I'm just playing, Pastor Mike.
Hey,
I'm just playing, Pastor Mike. You probably put it down, Pastor Mike. I'm just playing. Don't take it personally. Oh my God.
This is a podcast show. Don't take anything
personally.
We family. We love everybody.
We break jokes all the time. But seriously, Missy, when they drunk versus or when they had a little couple of 1, 2, 3s, we like to fix y'all the 1, 2, 3, 2. And we be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a bartender. I poured a little too much. So we get that baby freak up out here.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And he came in, Missy, you was liking him more that day than you was.
Yes.
Boy,
who are you? Or
look what the pastor said.
you have to say he needs sex too. Wait a minute. We got some freaky pastors on the line.
Oh man. See what you bring out.
But listen, we want to tell y'all what to do. Like even if we in the bedroom, we're telling y'all, pull our hair, smack our butt, The first thing come to y'all mind is, oh, you like it like this? Who you been letting?
Yeah, man, we will say that. We will say
that. No, I like you. I just want you to do this. I just want to be a slut tonight. I just need to be able to tell you to slut me out. And now we gotta argue about our sluttiness and explain why we want to be sluts. Because I mean,
we being intimate now. You just ruined everything.
Yeah, we can't win. So what do we do?
Hey, let's bring in Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim,
what do we do, Tim?
Hey man, I tried to warn y'all. My co-host, man, she crazy.
No, I just want to talk about it because if we don't talk about it, how we gonna get better? I'm trying to get good, and I gotta be approved and systematic because I can't tell you that I'm a slut tonight, because you're gonna be mad.
Right.
So what I'm doing, Tim? What we doing?
Say it. Say it and mean it. That's it. I don't like the faking. I don't like that faking. It's just I feel like you should communicate what you want. The woman isn't supposed to know from her partner, and the man isn't supposed to. Well, most of the time, it don't take much for a man to be satisfied. So, I mean, as far as a woman,
I hate that you said that, man.
I'm talking. I mean, generally.
You just set yourself up now.
Come back. So when you say it don't take much, when you say that, what do you mean? In what way? We can be lazy, lift a leg up, don't have to do too much.
I'm saying generally, a man generally, a man just want to get in there. Most of them, you got some.
We got a hair bonnet on. We don't have to wear no lingerie. We can wear a big T-shirt. It can have a hole in it. Just lift the leg up.
I would want it to be sexy. The hell with that.
You want it to be sexy?
Yeah.
Be lying. See what I'm saying? Don't lie. The producer don't tell you. So Tim, if she just come to bed, she got her hair tied up or whatever, and she just lift the leg up and be on the side here, baby. Just take the hole. You got it? You good with that?
No, I can't say I'm good with it. I can't say I'm good with it, but I will say.
She talking about hell no. She agreeing with Mr. Tim.
So what you say? What you mean by it don't take much? Then what we talking about?
I mean, you do need to act like you into it, but
see, that's what we going wrong. See, they already done told us they can go hoo, ha, ha, and they can slip out and they still going hoo. So
see, you want to do something like that, then that's gonna have to be it. That's gonna have to be it. I'm done. You over here. You should win an Oscar for that one.
That's why I say hey, we have 3 beautiful women on our show, and they giving you the insight from a woman's side, man. So you can't say, oh yeah,
that's his thoughts.
Hey man,
he can have his own thoughts. They don't have to be lined up with yours.
No.
If somebody said that you're lying, you'll take it anyway. You can get it. It can be a whole T-shirt, or it can be like
the sexiness could be a T-shirt. You naked. That's sexiness.
Yeah. But I'm saying we don't have to put in all that effort that we put into it.
You gotta put in a little bit of effort now. A little bit of effort.
And what that look like, Tim?
Your hair bonnet has to come off.
That ain't sexy. I'm turned off. Hey, I can't keep it going like that.
Mr. Fader said when you were saying that, when you was addressing it to Miss Missy, talking about what you call it, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fader said some men drink and pass out and can't get on home.
Oh, now see. Now listen, some people might have some other issues because usually
drunk or not, that's why he's gonna get up.
Yeah, that boy.
Time the game before.
That boy out there. But I don't know about them issues, Mr. pay them. But usually we make the cup a little bit stronger than usual, and he got the go-go juice. He gone. Miss Missy, you.
Hey, hold on. Pastor Mike, I think y'all going at it because he say same have nothing to do with your personal life with your mate. Real talk.
Pastor say, thank you, Lord, for this. I'm going to receive. It is good to my soul and nourishes my body. Thank you, Pastor. Oh, you're right. You gonna get it in, whether saved or not, Pastor. You're all right. Pastor say he thanks the Lord.
Either way, the truth makes you free. So why lie? If it's with your mate, might as well tell the truth. Hey, we do have viewers on our Stationhead App Radio, so we really appreciate y'all tuning in and chiming with us. A lot of people are afraid to come in and go on, but like we said, we're a family. We're here to have fun. We want to say special thanks to our guest that's on the show. Not that we're going anywhere, to Mr. Tim.
Yeah, because I got more questions.
Yeah. So we're about to continue to go in.
Right. So listen, back to the topic.
I told you it's her show.
Would you tell, right? So do you feel like for those who do tell, that your friends end up turning it around on you?
Some do.
And now you're the enemy.
Right. So like if I cheated on you and your friends know that you already told them that I cheated and you take me back, and then you still around these same friends, I ain't got shit to say to them. So you may be like, why you don't ever speak to video? I ain't got nothing to say to video.
Because you mad because video told. But I'm talking about the friend who told the friend. Say for instance.
Oh, like so your friend told you.
Me and Mitzi best friend.
And then she don't fool with you no more.
And Mitzi be mad at me because I told her. That happened.
Because you still with me.
Right. So now your friend's the enemy because your friend knows that your man is a cheater or your woman's the cheater, and they bring you that news, but you turn it around on them, especially when your partner says they a damn lie. I'm in love with my partner, so 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna believe him, and then I'm gonna be like, girl, he said that wasn't this and that. And
you believe in him because you don't want to be by yourself, and you got you that thing in the house.
And you know when you can roll over to the plane thing,
yeah.
They be on it, right? They be strong on it.
But when you roll over, do you like, I wonder if he's still messing with old girl? I don't give a damn.
Tag that in there. They want you to show that.
Well, they not on the
They are. This comment right here.
We have another comment.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't want to be told the truth. They want to deal with the embarrassment.
They don't want to deal with.
They don't want to. Oh, yeah.
That's another thing, right? Like your friends know that that your man's cheating or your girl's cheating, and your friends know about it. That's very embarrassing, right?
So why stay?
Because I told him.
But he don't love you.
He do sometimes.
He love you and Shaniqua.
No, he loved me, but he hit her.
No, he hitting her and hitting you, but he really probably love her and gonna leave you eventually to be with her.
Is that how it always goes?
I don't know. I don't do that. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes men just do their thing to get their rocks off. Here's my next question. Tim and Mitzi.
But you ain't get that answer yet.
Oh, okay,
you posed the question. We have Missy. We still have Missy on. Missy, what's your take on that?
What's your take?
I think it's a choice. So they'll have a choice. Like if I told my friend, or if my friend told me, at least I'll have a choice of staying or leaving. And if I stay, it's my fault. And if I go, then good for me. And I think that if I get mad at my friend, then we're not really friends. Like if I told my friend that her man is cheating, and then she gets mad at me for that, then we're not friends. I mean, at least I told, and she after that.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is it worth losing your friendship or keeping your man? Yeah.
Well, I mean, for some women, like if they end up with their man and marry, so I mean, I guess they'll choose their man over their friends.
9 times out of 10, that's gonna happen. But what if you end up not marrying that person and he leaves because we know he's a cheater. So 9 times out of 10, it's a high percentage that he's gonna cheat, and you're gonna get tired of it. But now you lost that friendship.
No, if I'll just be there, like if my friend get mad at me for telling her that her man's cheating, I'll go and, you know, if she comes, I know sometimes like, hey, she'll come back and want to be friends with me again, and that's fine.
So you accept her back, even though y'all probably ain't talking 2 or 3 years, and she come to you and say, Missy, you know what? You was right. I was just emotionally attached. Me and John ain't together no more, but I really miss you, and I hope we can rekindle our friendship.
Yes, we make mistakes, so we're not perfect.
And I'm here with you. Do your thing. I ain't trying to be your friend.
So on the flip side of that, Miss Missy, do you feel like on the flip side, if your friend doesn't tell you, right, would you unfriend that person for not telling you if you find out that they knew about it and they didn't tell you? Because and then
yes.
Huh?
I'll be upset.
You would?
Yeah.
You'd be upset? So you want your friend, no matter if your guy has cheated 15, 20 times and you never leave and you always stay, you repeatedly want your friend to come and tell you.
Yeah, so at least I know, and that's just stupid of me to
Hey!
say. Second,
You still saying with them after they repeatedly told you that the dude is cheating?
but I wouldn't stay. I mean, I'm just saying that after second, third time,
But what about the women who stayed and this guy's cheated 30 times, 20 times, maybe even had a baby on them and they stay? You still think they should go back and tell their friend?
Probably not. I mean, because she's not going to leave, whatever happened. It's going to be her. It's going to have to be her. Like one day she'll just wake up and say, I'm tired of this. Nobody can help her at that point.
So you have a cutoff then. So at some point you're going to say, okay, I'm no longer getting involved. I'm not telling her anymore.
Yeah, right. Yes.
We got some on Stationhead if you want to read some of these.
Tim, what's your take? You said you're not telling at all anyway. You minding your business.
Not telling nothing.
No.
What's the question? Repeat the question.
What if it's you, Tim, and your friends come to you, now the roles are reversed? It's not the female. I mean, it ain't the guy. It ain't you cheating, but it's her.
So I have the option of either telling or what is it?
No, the female is cheating. You the honest guy, but your female is cheating on you, but your friends coming to tell you. And I'm gonna put a little twist on it. She ain't faking it. She looking good in the bedroom. She ain't got the hat. What he said, the hat on.
Yeah, she took the hat on.
She ain't wearing that hat on.
Oh yeah. If you see something, say something.
So you would want your friends to come and tell you?
I would. I mean, if they don't, they don't. But if you see it and you around it, let me know so I can handle that.
But you the friend that said I'm not telling you if I see something.
Yeah.
So how can you expect what you don't give?
See, but I don't expect it though. I don't expect you to, and I feel like our friendship isn't going to change regardless of if you decide to tell me or not. But if we're close enough, yeah, I'd expect you to give me some sort of indirect hint or warning or something like that.
Well, we have one of our viewers on, and this is what she said. We have that posted. Miss Vargas said, if they're cheating that much, they need an open relationship.
Yeah. You know what? Here's my next question that I'm going to ask you guys. Do you feel that's a natural? Yeah, I'm gonna go into what their comments on Instagram. Do you feel for men it's a natural thing to only have, and you're not on the chopping block, I just want your opinions, okay? Is it natural to only have sex with one person forever and ever? Amen.
It's supposed to be natural. Hold on. If in marriage, it's supposed to be natural. But if we using that, and the fellas about to get mad at me, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. If you're using that, this is my girlfriend for 5 or 3 years. He got another girlfriend for 5 or 3 years. If you're using that, this is my boyfriend for 5 or 3 years. She has another boyfriend for 5 or 3 years because there's no commitment. I'm telling you I love you, but I'm not committing to you in marriage to show you that I love you and only you. That's just my opinion. And a lot of guys go through it because the thing is, and I said this time and time on our show, I can take 5 years away from your life and break up with you and go be with somebody else. That's
okay. What you think? It's a natural thing, Tim? It's an unnatural thing? What?
I think it's natural because regardless of if I'm married, if I'm in a relationship, I'm still committed to you. So while I'm committed to you, it'll only be you. Otherwise, if I'm not married, then I'm just moving on. I'm not gonna do that sneaking around and none of that. If I don't want to be with you, then I won't, and I'm making known.
Tim, there's gonna be a lot of women. They gonna be hitting your DM up, brother.
They're gonna hit Tim DM. It's gonna go down in Tim DM. Okay. So
Honest.
I asked that question, and Missy, I want to get your point on it as well. I asked that question because you guys, it takes nothing for you guys to get a hard on. Nothing. You guys wake up that way involuntarily.
Y'all wake up with your nipples hard.
It's cold. What I'm saying is, y'all roll over, and that thing is power to the people, right? The wind blows, power to the people. It doesn't mean that you have to be actually stimulated for that thing to do what it does, right?
Right.
So if you are aroused, let's say 10 times out of the day, just random. If you were having sex with your woman that many times, she'd be wore out. So that's why I'm asking, like, is it natural for men, not for women, but for men to be with one woman? Because naturally, by nature, you get a hard on 30 times a day.
But like I said, for one, if it's in marriage, hell yeah, because we are committed through the Bible. I know Pastor Mike don't like that. He's probably going to reply.
Yeah, Pastor.
But if we're in that girlfriend and boyfriend relationship, I'm in the same type of relationship that a high school student had. And what majority of the time, what the high school student going to do? They're going to have a season, especially I'm speaking of athletes because I used to be one, but they're going to have a seasoned girl. Everybody like the athlete because he's doing this and this and that. So he's going to try to mess with everybody. It ain't no commitment. We high school kids. I'm not obligated to you. Yeah, I should respect you, but you don't own me. And you know your parents say that all the time. That's your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You're not married to him.
So you saying that you're not committed until marriage?
No, I think some people are committed when they go through the relationship. But do I gotta be committed to you for 6 years and never ask you, you know what? We've been together for 6 years. I would like to marry you.
I mean, women would like for you to, I mean, we not out here just trying to waste our damn time.
But we all know people been with somebody for 6 and 7 and 8 years and like, right. And they probably been through all their friends' marriages, but you still like, this dude still ain't married you?
Yeah, trust me, we've hinted at it. We said, you know, we want that, but we don't want to feel like we're forcing you to do something that you are not wanting to do. And we're hoping that at some point.
But I'm forcing you to be my girlfriend, not physically or mentally, but like, you my girl. You can't talk to such and such.
Right.
And such is like, hey, you somebody I'm married.
Right.
And they may be telling you that. I know what you would all do, but you're a beautiful woman. If I ever met somebody like you, somebody I'm married. But this same Negro ain't even. That never came off the tip of his tongue.
So what's the time frame then? Since we're on this, you should be married by now. Tim, Otis, guys on the timeline. After how long? How do women know whether or not a man's going to marry them or not? Because we stick it in there because we thinking we getting to the end goal. And the longer we're in that relationship, the closer we feel like we are to making a man comfortable enough to get to that end goal. So what is the cutoff period?
I don't know what the cutoff period is, but I say after 5, it should be some type of commitment. Like with my wife, she already had a goal. Like she was like, at this age, I want to be married. Some women don't even have a timeline of when they want to be married. Some women never have written down that they're going to have a conversation with the guy that they want to be married. So I mean, it's a two-way street. It ain't just the guys. It's the women too, because if I'm with you for 5 years and you allow me to just be with you and be girlfriend, and I have cheated before and you taking me back, what do you think I'm gonna continue to do? You ain't going nowhere. That's my dad. I still mess around. I cheated before. She gonna take me back.
Tim, When is a comfortable time for that woman to have that conversation with you? When is the cutoff, or with any man? What do you think?
I don't think I gotta agree with you. I don't think there is no time. There's no specific time that you can, but I will say once you get up there to about 2, 3, 4 years, then you need to have that conversation and you need to start to set some plans in place. Get the ball.
So why does it take 5 years of your life? 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of your life.
Yeah, because we're not letting them. We love them and want to be with them, and in hopes of, hey man, we express we want to be married. But then if we continue to, you gonna marry me by such and such, that's pressure, right? Mitzi, what do you think?
You're right. A lot of women, I think we don't want to pressure the man to like, okay, next year we got to get married, then we got to get a house, and you run away. Men will run away. Will run them, like he'll get scared and say, "Oh, I don't want to deal with this," and disappear. I think so. That's why we want to be like, just be there and show the man that we care and take care of him, and hopefully he'll see that. And
yeah, no, seriously, she real. That's real.
Yeah, that's how we are.
Yeah, if we feel like if we pressuring you, we don't want to lose you. We love you enough to want to marry you, but if we're pressuring you so much, we feel like by default we're going to lose you by adding so much pressure. Where you're like, man, look, if you're going to constantly be on me about marriage and I'm going to get married when I'm ready, we don't want to lose you, but we also don't want to be here forever, like waiting either.
So let me I'm gonna pose this question to everybody that's on the panel. So I can be with you for 10 years and break up with you in 11 years, date another chick and marry her in 2 years. How would you feel?
That's messed up.
That's all I'm saying. Why do men and women allow someone to be with them for 5? And I'm saying 5. I think that's too long. For 5+ years. And we still together, but it's you saying we committed, but we ain't committed in. Hey, I want to have your name. I want to share your name. I plan on being with you forever. We've been together for 5 years, but I break up with you in 5 years, marry Jane Doe, being with her for a year, and then get married in 2 years. And then you hear about that. Man, we just met her. He married her, and they weren't even together that long. But
yeah, because I asked that question. Like, what was it that I didn't do to make you marry? Because I've been in that situation.
Because you was allowing him to be comfortable. Not you. We talking about.
No, I can speak my truth. I was with somebody for a long time.
Because you was allowing that individual to be comfortable.
I want to get married. I got proposed to. He got down, and we were engaged. We stayed engaged a long time because I never pressed the issue about.
Oh, that's another thing. I can say we engaged. Well, she know I'm gonna be with her because I gave her a ring. Okay, but now is the engagement for 5 more years?
So
6 more years?
Who is it? Once the man says yes, I want to marry you, we're engaged. So now it's up to that woman to apply that pressure.
So. No, it ain't apply the pressure. I think once a man, and majority of the women do this, once a man propose to a woman, the woman to be like, okay, I'm gonna start making plans. We're gonna get married next year.
Okay.
Or
now see, for me,
because a man ain't gonna say, well, we're gonna get married in 2023.
Okay, well that was my bad. No, seriously, I got engaged. We were engaged. That relationship went on another 6, 7 years.
See, like he wasted 6, 7 years.
Hold on now.
But wait, so he didn't, but y'all didn't get married.
We did, and it wasn't because he didn't say, okay, I want to do this.
I think
I didn't put the plans in motion or anything.
Exactly.
I was just like, I'm happy,
I got your ring.
Right, that's a good question, Alicia.
Which one you want up there? This one?
No, you already put it. It says, why is it considering applying the pressure? That's right, Alicia. Because in some situations, just like Miss Mitzi said, in some situations, some women think like they want the man to be all in. And we want to know that he's all in and he's not just all in because we pressure him into that.
But my thing is though, same like when you said, like, say, like if I propose to you, I have known, I have a lot of friends that's married, but I have not known any one of them to say, when I proposed to my wife, I started the wedding plan. It's normally it's the woman. I don't know why, but it's normally the woman, because if I propose to you right now today, you may say, well, babe, let's go ahead and plan the wedding for 2013. Well, I already know that's when we get married.
Yeah.
I have never known a man say, hey, man, I proposed to my girl and I told her we was going to get married next year. Because normally you're going to say, this is the color I want, and we'll be like, yeah, I like that. Well, you ain't even getting involved. You're just saying you like that, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take that L. That's me. That was all. Missy, I don't know if you share the same situation as me. If you've ever been proposed to and you just didn't move on making those plans, but I'm gonna take that L. Yeah, that's my bad. I was there, but I never moved on making the plans, and it was. Half of it was, okay, I was comfortable with, now I got a ring. Okay, so I know we're going to go somewhere. Like, and then other things was, we were working through something. We had our issues, and I wanted to work through that and see that, Now we're going to work through these issues together, goddamn. Why are we married? Nah, I'll probably be in jail. See what I'm saying? So it worked out good. But did you ever experience that, Missy?
Yes, actually, I was... My last relationship, we were together for 9 years, but he proposed to me, but he passed away. But we were going to get married. Once he proposed, we started the wedding plans and everything. But with the wedding plans, and our condolences, but with the wedding plans, did you start the wedding plans or did he start the wedding plans? It was me. I was the one who looked for the church, and then I just told him.
Well, I was young and I didn't know how it went, so I was like, "Oh, I was engaged now." You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Hey, Mr. Tim, let's just say you have that special someone and you propose to her. Are you going to start the wedding plans, or are you assuming that she's going to start the wedding plans?
I'm assuming that she's going to start the wedding plans.
Yeah, but
got it.
I can't tell you why though.
You can't tell me why. Because you don't know the venues and where we're going to go.
Right. Because y'all already know you know what's the crazy thing? Y'all already have in y'all mind when that day comes, how many people's going to be in the wedding, where it's going to be at, what you saying. We're not thinking of that. No, we're thinking about, I'm a bachelor. Party. Yeah, what they going to take me to? That's what we're thinking about.
Such a man. We turning up.
Hey, Mr. Till, am I lying? That's what we're thinking about.
You speaking truth right there. You speaking truth.
While y'all talking about, girl, I'm gonna get this dress. Let's drink some wine. Nigga, get me that pint. See,
we're going to the strip club. How many strippers you bringing?
Yeah,
butt naked.
Hey, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. Dog. They paid for.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this special one for you last night. I will get it in.
What was her name? Candy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, got it. Mental note. See, and here's why we like to. This is a part of why we like to do this show. Have difference of opinions. We so thankful that you guys chimed in today to just speak your truth. Tell us how you feel. Difference of opinions, right? Because nobody thinks the same.
No.
Not, you know what I mean? Everybody have a way of thinking or how they perceive things or how they go through life. And so to hear something different from someone else, your thoughts may resonate with somebody else and help them and vice versa, right? And so this is why we do this show, for education.
Right.
We have to communicate. So fellas, if I can give y'all anything on this show, allow us women to communicate with you without your ego standing in the way.
And majority of the time, and we talk about this all the time, and I always say, hey, I'm for my guys. Mr. Tim, you one of the rare guys that come on. We didn't have probably 4 guys that come on the show, but a lot of times people don't want to come in front of the camera, because one thing about being in the podcasting business, if you say something, you got to be able to answer to what you say, or you have to have facts on it. And I'm not always right. Majority of the times we have these shows, it's 3 women against 1, me, myself. I don't have nobody to help me out. Hey, but brother, Every answer that you said, you commented on, he thought about it. He's like,
let me make sure I'm politically correct.
Calculated.
Stay on the right side of justice tonight. But we really, it's almost 8:30. We're getting to that shutdown point.
But before
anything that I was going to ask them as guests, in regards to the cheating and things like that, or any comment that you want to make to the general public on, that could probably help them. If you had to leave them with anything, what would you say? Let's let the lady go first.
Well, for me, just do what you think is right. It's whatever. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. So whatever you think is right, do that. So we can't really. Just consider the situation and then do what you think is right.
Right.
Mr. Tim?
Don't cheat. Simple.
Okay, Tim.
Simple.
Hey man, look at dude.
Tim all the way right there. He said 1,000.
Hey, no. Hell no. I'm not letting you get out of here with just that. Don't cheat.
Tim is all the way right.
Hell no.
Don't cheat. If you feel like, I'll say this, if you feel like you have to cheat, then what are you in a relationship for? There's plenty of women.
That's true, but hey, I know y'all giving y'all clothes and but I gotta go in on that one. Temptation, we all are human. We can look at cheating at different type of avenues, whether it's looking, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical. So throughout life, throughout relationships, you're gonna cheat in some type of realm, whether it's looking. But the thing is, like Miss Meen the Diva said, you gotta have some type of communication. Because I know I can go out with my wife and I can see somebody, she may have seen them before me, and she be like, oh, she cute. She just letting me know, like, I see what you're looking at. Now, I ain't put the glow to be like, God damn, I ain't gonna do that. I'll probably get hit in my mouth or something like that, but I'm not gonna do that. So sometimes you gotta look at what you want to do. Even like with porn. You could be looking at porn, but your wife or your significant other be like, hey, what you looking at? But with me, we'll get so uncomfortable and be like, now you hide.
Oh, we gonna watch porn sometime together.
See, that's what some women are like that. But then you got some women be insecure, like, why are you watching that? It ain't like I can get her. Like,
it's entertaining.
This is porn.
I got a lot of my tips from porn. No. Oh, is that how you? Oh, so is that what?
This is what it is, man.
Okay. No, porn can be very educational.
For both.
Which is why men should allow women to indulge.
Pass the mic is back.
Pass the mic. We're gonna get to you, pass the mic. Why men should allow women to verbally speak their mind so that we can get the orgasms that y'all get. And y'all can be the greatest, the best we ever had as well.
When Mr. Tip said,
we
don't
can stop faking.
I agree with Tip.
Yeah. Mike agreed with you, Tim. He said, don't cheat. And then he just said,
simple.
We should learn from our mistakes and downfalls. Always remember what goes around comes around, so why cheat? True. Have you ever cheated, Tim?
No.
Ooh.
Never.
Ever in your life?
Never.
Oh,
you're a damn unicorn.
Hey, Mr. Tim,
where you at?
Hey, man, I don't like you. This is your class.
Tim, where you from?
From Baytown.
He ain't from America.
Oh, I said he was from heaven. Where you from?
Say it again.
You Adam. That's what they should have named. Like, Tim, where you from? Tim.
From Houston. I live in Baytown, but I'm from Houston.
And you ain't never cheated. You from Texas, and you never cheated.
Look, Miss Erica,
never. Now.
I wish you would came on there. Have you ever cheated?
Ooh.
And she got her eyes looking. Yeah, the world looking at what you just posted.
Tim, you single?
No, I'm talking to somebody right now.
Oh, you dating?
Yeah, I am.
You gotta reword that. See, you just got yourself in trouble.
But you engaged?
You said I'm talking to somebody right now. I talk to Miss Mina every day.
Oh well, in the younger generation, the talking and the dating goes hand to hand. So.
Oh, dating.
This is so political correct.
Yes, you take back 1,000. I'm telling you. Listen. Well, I'll say this. How old are you young? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
How old am I?
Yes.
27.
Oh, okay. You a young little whippersnapper too.
Now you asked him how old he is. Why you ask Miss
Because I was gonna make a point about
don't be asking my brother the male guest on the show how old he is, and you don't ask the female guest.
Well, because listen, stay
in my lane.
Stay on the right side of
Okay,
justice,
all right.
okay? She a nice young tender 25. I know how old Missy is. She's 25, okay? So you're like a unicorn, Tim. Like Erica say there are good men out there. We still believe in good men. I'm keeping the faith.
That's right. There's a lot of us good men out there.
You ain't out
He out there.
Y'all don't know any violence in the studio. Listen, he's not out there though. But you're like a unicorn in the community, Tim. And I'm applauding you for not being a cheater, for being that faithful type of man. To when you're dating, you're dating exclusively. I applaud you for that, especially in your young age. I would encourage you to continue to do so because women are discouraged with whether or not there are still men out there that want you. You know what I mean? And now in this new generation, we're almost accepting of the fact that as long as I don't know, it doesn't hurt me, and all men cheat.
And mentor other men too.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to mentor other men, man.
Right.
Friends. Because sometimes they need to hear that positivity, like, "No, dude, you can do this right, you can do that." So I mean,
yeah. So I would encourage you. I applaud you as a black man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Y'all are known for being promiscuous people, and so that's a beautiful thing, Tim. Just wanted to tell you that, Miss Missy, you are beautiful as well. We thank you so much for all of your comments and everything.
And hold on, before you get to Pastor Mike, you want to go off of what he said before we let them get their shots off.
Okay. Pastor Mike said Tim should be the pastor. I've cheated and it don't feel good. I'm truthful, but it doesn't change who I am. Therefore, I don't and won't cheat. Again, I've been faithful now for 30. Look at Pastor Mike.
Pastor Mike.
30
922 on Stationhead App Radio on Victor 5 Foot Freak Podcast Station.
Pastor Mike has been faithful for 30 years. So there are men out here, and we're going to bring the faith back, especially for black men that are faithful people. Y'all can be faithful, and we thank y'all for that. Any shout outs you guys want to give to anybody?
Miss Missy?
I just want to say hi to my kids, you know, three boys, and my family, my parents.
All right. Hey, we really enjoy you coming on the show. You are our first international guest on our show. We do have people tuning in, so we hope you will continue to share our show with your friends in the Philippines. And anytime we're doing the show, if you see us on, just request to come on. If you have any comments or anything that you'd like to show on the show, you're more than welcome, because what we try to do, a lot of times people will try to get into radio shows or podcast shows, or wish they could say something on the show and never get that opportunity. But right here on Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Meen that deep, we allow anyone to come on. But with that being said, if you come on with a question, you better be ready for the answer that we have behind it.
Don't take it personal.
Yes.
Tim, you have any shout outs you want to give?
Well, shoot, let me go ahead and shout out my mama. She so you gave me my applause. I gotta give it to her, because without her, she wouldn't have, she definitely made an impact.
Oh,
man, that's
a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. She raised you right, Tim. Good job, Mama. Good job.
And again, man, we appreciate both of y'all for coming on the show, man. And we're about to, if you want to remain on, you can. If you want to log off, you can. But we're going to give our closing thoughts. And with that being said, we want to say thank you to all our guests that tuned into the show. And before I get into our sponsors and our supporters, what's your closing thoughts on the show?
Did you guys enjoy the show?
Yes.
Yep.
Was y'all nervous? Was y'all nervous before coming on?
I was a little nervous. It went away though. It went away.
Well, we made you feel real comfortable real fast.
Yeah,
right?
man, we don't beat nobody on there. We have fun, man.
Thank you to Pastor Mike. He said thank you all for the podcast. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Tune in anytime.
And hold on, we got to say thank you to.
Thank you, Mr. Pater, for coming in, chiming in, and giving your comments. We really appreciate you as well. Thank you guys, Miss Khadidra, Erica, Alvin, all of you guys who have been on, typing your comments, chiming in. We really appreciate that, guys. It was a great show. We really appreciate the interaction, and we encourage you guys to always chime in some way to give us your thoughts and your opinions, because we're not right all the time. You know, I say the craziest things, right? And I'm just off the wall. So I would love to hear from you guys. With that being said, I want to give a couple shout outs to some entrepreneurs. If you guys have entrepreneurs and you want us to give them shout outs on the show, we are a international, as you can see, show. We have guests from all over the world. So if you want to give those entrepreneurs a shout out on the show, please let us know so that we can do so, because sharing is caring. I want to give a shout out to Lavish by Shantae. Please check her out. She's a great, she has great items like fedoras and glasses and things like that. She's making sweets. Also, Dish by Kim. She's a great chef. And I know I'm forgetting somebody else. I can't think right now. Y'all have to check out. Yeah, I said Lavish Designs by Shantae. If you guys, I'm trying to think of, Chocolate Bear Collections. She's a lingerie for all different sizes. She has plus size lingerie. And so if y'all want lingerie from her, check her out. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for chiming in. You want to give our other shout outs?
Yes, and before we close, we tried the comment assistance that's on our Be Live that tunes into our Facebook page. It does cost. We don't have this option. So anybody that would like to donate to our show, please inbox us and we can tell you how to do that, because it does cost. And we love to be able to put up our guests comments like Mr. Bates just put up there, a great show. So if that's an option or a feature that you would like to continue to see on our podcast show, please inbox us and tell us how you can donate to us to help get this feature on the show. My closing thoughts is everybody goes through relationships, whether they up or down, and we want everybody to be happy and we want you to be in a successful relationship. Marriage is not for everyone. But some people like to get married, but in order to do that, you got to have that conversation. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where it's 10 or 12 years long or prolonged, and you don't get anything out of it, and then you and that individual end up parting, and you hear about that individual gave a person a 1 or 2 year bid, and they end up married. So that's unfair to you. So we want everybody to be happy. And with that being said, please continue to follow us on our social media outlets, whether it's Facebook, the Upper Room West, Instagram, the Upper Room, or Twitter, Upper Room 19, as well as please follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Upper Room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. We also on Stationhead. We play music throughout the day. If you want to follow our Stationhead channel, please download the Stationhead app and follow Zeke the 5-Foot Freak as well as the Upper Room. Once you follow Zeke the 5-Foot Freak, if you have 3 artists that you would like to hear or your favorite artists, we can create a music list for you. It'll be in your name, always on our station that you can always go back and listen to, as well as on Spotify. With that being said, we want to give big shouts out to Bench Bullion, Busy Bee Calf Stand, Daiquiris to Go on 4028th of Broadway in Galveston, Texas, Element 7 Salon, Portrait Photography, Jacquez Chicken and Waffles, Kimball Anders and Darnell Bennett, 4-Minute Offense that you can find on YouTube under Starcade Media. Meek Smells That Sells. She's the #1 consultant. If you're into Cincy products, please follow her on Facebook as well as on Instagram. National Scouting Service. The Pleasure Boss, she's always a special guest on our show. She couldn't be with us tonight because she had other options, and she also sells bedroom products as well as toys. NBA Kennels, if you're into exotic animals and pets, please follow them on Instagram. Picture Perfect Photography, Tommy Not the Personal Chef, if you're into getting shape and eating healthy, Eugene Productions, and Shalibra Jones Society Tax Services. If you want your taxes done right and correctly, please get in contact with her at 281-451-7418. And with that being said, that is our show. We are Out.
We out, people. Have a good night. Be safe.